Dr. Seema, dermatologist at Cutis Hospital, Vijayanagar, Bangalore. Today I'll be talking about warts. So what are warts? Warts are most commonly seen infectious condition caused by virus called as human papilloma virus. There are different strains of HPV virus and different strains of virus can cause different types of wart on your body. It can be single or multiple. Usually it tends to be single or few in those healthy individuals with good immunity, whereas it can be multiple and extensive with those having suppressed immunity as well as in children who have developing immunity. Warts are usually painless, hence they go unnoticed, but sometimes it can be painful when it is present on pressure sites like soles as well as when it is having superadded bacterial infection. These warts can infect any part of your skin, but most commonly it is seen in face, hands as well as feet. We'll be showing you some photos for you to help you identify these lesions. As you can see in the first picture, the lesions on the face appear as skin colored or slightly pigmented, slightly raised spots. The lesions on the hands, as you can see, appear as rounded areas with a roughened surface. It most commonly affects the areas around the nails. The lesions on the soles appear as thickened and rough areas, and it usually is confused with callus or corns. The lesions on the scalp as well as beard appear as pigmented raised lesions with finger-like projections. The lesions in the genitals appear as raised pigmented lesions with a cauliflower appearance. It's very important to differentiate these infectious viral warts from non-infectious conditions like skin tag. Skin tag are nothing but a normal skin outpoaching seen in people with increased weight. Since it is non-infectious, it can be left alone. But it is very important to differentiate these two. And your dermatologist can help you with this. Usually warts tend to spread by skin to skin contact. When you touch a person with an infected warts, you can get warts if you have small unnoticed cuts. And other causes are like sharing personal care items like razors, sharing threads while doing threading for your eyebrows, sharing personal care items, sharing footwear, and as well as walking barefoot. So once you come in contact with a person with warts, you may not develop the infection immediately. This is because the virus requires time to develop inside your skin and then form a raised lesion. And this is something called as incubation period. Once you get a wart, like a single wart, it may spread to other parts of your body. For example, if you have got a wart on your forehead and then you start fiddling with it, then you might get a wart on your fingers as well. And once you get a wart on your eyebrows and you get threading done, it can spread to the rest of your face as well, even with facial massage. And especially in men, if they have a lesion in the beard area and they start shaving, so that can spread to the rest of the beard. So it is very important to make sure that you stop all these procedures when you see a suspected lesion and consult your dermatologist immediately. So, genital warts spread through sexual contact. In patients with genital warts, not only the patient, even their partner has to be evaluated. This is because genital warts are usually associated with other sexually transmitted infections, and these infections have to be diagnosed at the earliest and treated timely to prevent its complications. Washing hands very frequently is very important, especially once you have come in contact with the infected warts. Keep your hands and feet dry. If you already have wart, stop picking at the warts. Cover the wart with the bandage to prevent its spread to others. Get treated as earliest as possible. Always wear slippers when you are outside, especially near swimming pools as well as public bathing facilities. Coming to how to treat warts. So first we'll see, is it necessary to treat warts? Even though spontaneous resolution has been seen with warts, it might take years. And in that time, you might have spread to your family members as well as friends. So it's better to treat warts. Various modalities of treatment are available. Firstly, the salicylic acid, paints as well as tapes. These can be used for the lesions on the palms and soles. They destroy the warts by its corrosive nature. Other procedures which can be done at your dermatologist clinic are firstly cryotherapy. Cryotherapy is a procedure where the cryogens like liquid nitrogen is sprayed on your warts, and this will freeze the warts and destroy the warts. It requires multiple sessions, every 2 weekly or 3 weekly, depending on the size as well as the number of lesions. And it is a painless procedure. The next procedure is radiofrequency. Radiofrequency ablation of the lesions, especially on the face, scalp and beard, is very helpful and usually requires lesser sessions. It destroys the warts by electrical energy and coagulate the tissue. For patients with extensive as well as widespread resistant warts, something called immunotherapy is available, where we give injections of vitamin D, MW vaccine as well as BCG vaccine. This acts by stimulating your own immunity to act against the virus, and hence it prevents the recurrence of the wart as well as clearing of the existing lesions. For genital warts, application of podophyllitoxin seems to be more useful here. In our clinic, we have various laser options available, and these have good response rates as well as prevent the recurrence of the lesions. Lastly, I want to conclude with a message that adequate treatment is very important in warts to prevent its recurrence. Always be vigilant about your recurrent lesions, and once you see a recurrent lesion, seek your dermatologist immediately.